What's good? It's Boy Dude Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing Captain Marvel, a 2019 American superhero film based on Marvel comic character Carol Danvers, produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Motion Pictures. It acts as the 21st film in the MCU film series. What's good? It's Boy Dude Reviews, and yeah, here we go. We're continuing our MCU little adventure, and it stars Brie Larson, Samuel Jackson, and a whole bunch of other people. Directed by Anne Boden and Ryan Fleck. And what's this flick all about? Well, Captain Marvel is an extraterrestrial Kree warrior who finds herself caught in the middle of an intergalactic battle between her people and the Skrulls. Living on Earth in 1995, she keeps having recurring memories of another life in the U.S. Air Force pilot of Carol Danvers. With the help of Nick Fury, Captain Marvel tries to uncover the secrets of her past while harnessing her special superpowers to end the war with the evil Skrulls. Ooh. And yeah, this film was released on February 27th, 2019 and made $1 billion worldwide, becoming the first female-led superhero film to make $1 billion at the box office on a budget of between 152 million to 175 million. So this was a gigantic success, and it made it the fifth highest grossing film of 2019, the ninth highest grossing superhero film, and the 22nd highest grossing film overall. And the film received praise for the performances of the cast, particularly that of Larson. And what do I think about this film? Let's talk about the good. And the good of this film, for me, what I really enjoyed with this film was that I do like how they delivered Carol Danvers' backstory. In a way, like the backstory is always cliche and all that lot, but in this film we just see her in action already, and the way they do her backstory, like it's kind of like people kind of hijacking her memories and like kind of scanning through her past, and the way it's done I really enjoyed, and I thought it was a unique way of showing someone's backstory in a way which I really enjoyed. It's nice going back into space, to be honest with you, like seeing space and all that lot. Nick Fury, Samuel Jackson, what they did with his making him look younger, like how Samuel Jackson used to look like when he was in 20, not 21 Jump Street, sorry, Pulp Fiction. Like I thought that was really cool, and it's a blessing to see Clark Gregg in an MCU film once again, even though it's in the past. I thought it was really good and groovy. I liked some of like the soundtrack scores. I really thought it was really great, and I also liked some of like Carol Danvers' kind of like sidekicks. Sidekicks. Sorry, like some of the side characters. Obviously Nick Fury is a massive side character, and he's great in this role. He's playing a young version of himself, and before he became the big boy Nick Fury as we know and love today. But no, like the other characters, like her best friend and the daughter girl, like I thought were really great characters. Maria Rambaru, who was played by Lashana Lynch, I thought was really great and really cool, and I really liked it, to be honest with you. Um, but sadly, that's about it about Captain Marvel, because this is the first MCU in a long time where I just don't really think much about it. Ant-Man and the Wasp was not that good of a film, but at least there was a lot to talk about. There was like the pacing, the plot, the heists, how bad the comedy was, but how good the performances were and how enjoyable Scott Lang was. But with this film, there's just nothing, nothing to talk about. It was pretty pretty boring, to be honest with you. It was probably one of the most boring MCU films I've seen in a long, long, long time. Like the actual character of Captain Marvel is definitely the weakest element of the film. Like there's nothing about her that I like, really. I like her interactions with like Nick Fury, her banter, but apart from that, she doesn't really have any chemistry or any kind of like with anyone else. I see her and I'm just like, there's Captain Marvel. I don't really think too much about her. And Yeah, I kind of find her a bit dull, to be honest with you. I mean, don't get me wrong, Brie Larson is a great little actress, but just the character, the way they wrote her was just so kind of dreary and not dreary, but just kind of boring and nothingness. And even the whole story is not that interesting and engaging. It's like finding out where her powers came from, how it all leads up to Infinity War slash Endgame and all that lot. And to be honest with you, we see certain things like how Nick Fury got certain elements and stuff like that, and I didn't really care too much. But yeah, this was a kind of a not a bad film. I mean, I watched it okay, but I just didn't think too much about it. It was all the other MCU films that I've seen, even Ragnarok, which I didn't like, at least I could talk about. But this film is just not much to say. It's kind of a boring flick. It's not a bad flick, it's just kind of dull. It reminds me a little bit of movies like Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2. Like, the way this movie is kind of paced and set up feels like phase one of Marvel movies, like how movies were in a way paced back then in those days, like that old way of pacing, that old way of acting, that old style. This is how this film feels like, in my opinion. Like, it has that old school way of like telling a story, and it's very basic and by the numbers. And yeah, this is definitely one of the weakest MCU films I've seen in a long, long, long time. And for that, I'm gonna give this film, I'm gonna give it a 5.5 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a C. It's probably a C minus. It's just not one that I want to go back to be honest with you. But thanks for watching this review. Please like and share this video and comment down below and tell me what's your favourite Marvel flick. With that said, thank you for watching, and as always, Boy Review signing out.